Hello, friends! Today we are going to read the greatest commandment of all, as Jesus called it. Si no puedes entenderme solamente escuchando el inglés, te recomiendo poner los subtítulos en inglés para los que tienen un nivel intermedio y en español para los que tienen un nivel un poco más básico. Today we are going to read Deuteronomy 6:5. And after we read it, I am going to talk a little bit about what I think about this verse, so that you can get even more practice listening to English in a more natural setting. Okay, Deuteronomy 6:5 says, "Love the Lord your God with all your heart, and with all your soul, and with all your strength." Okay, this is a famous verse. It starts the first phrase by saying, "Love the Lord your God." Okay, to love is a very common and very beautiful verb. We use it when we admire something, when we like something, when we want to give ourselves to something. Love the Lord your God. Okay, the Lord your God is a very long way of saying God. So this first phrase is a recommendation or something we should do. We should love God. Love the Lord your God. Ama al Señor tu Dios. Okay, the second three phrases are very similar. The first says, "with all your heart." Okay, all means total, complete, not part, all. Heart is the thing in my body that pumps, that pushes, that gives blood to all of the body. But heart is also who I am and what is important to me. It's the place from which I love things. With all your heart. So I am supposed to love God with all my heart. Not part, with all your heart, con toda tu corazón. And with all your soul. Okay, the only new word here is soul. Soul is what we are apart from our body. Soul is not physical, soul is spiritual. When I die, my body, my hands, my head will die. But my soul will not. The soul is eternal. So we are also supposed to love our God with all our soul. And finally, with all your strength. Okay, strength comes from the word strong. Strong is a word that describes someone who can work hard, who can lift heavy things, who can do something for a long amount of time, who is self-disciplined. So we also have to love God with all our strength. We cannot just give him part, but all. And with all your strength. Y con todos tus esfuerzos. Okay, now let's practice with the pronunciation. I will read a part. Then you will repeat after me. And finally, this is new, I will say the same part again, so you can hear yourself and after me, a native speaker. Let's get started. Love the Lord your God. Love the Lord your God with all your heart. With all your heart. And with all your soul. And with all your soul. And with all your strength. And with all your strength. Deuteronomy 6:5. Deuteronomy 6:5. Okay, now I will read this verse at a natural speed, but I am also going to read this verse in context with some other verses as well. I will read Deuteronomy chapter 6, verses 4 through 6. Okay, let's get started. Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your strength. These commandments that I give to you today are to be on your hearts. Okay, and finally, we are going to do something new. I am going to try to talk a little bit about this verse so that you can practice listening to English that is more natural, because I did not plan exactly what I'm going to say in this section. Let's get started. This verse is very, very famous. Many people know it and even have it memorized. And it is a verse that Jesus talks about. He says it is the greatest commandment. Of all the laws in the Old Testament, Jesus thought that this verse, this law, was the most important. And I agree. It kind of is a summary of all the other laws. But it's very, very easy to only listen to this verse and think, yes, I love God with all my heart. But sometimes when I listen to my own thoughts, when I look at my own heart, I realize that I do not love God with all my heart. I only give him a little part of my heart. So while this verse is very famous, I also think that it is very hard. But I am incredibly thankful and sure that our God can help us to learn to love him with all of our heart, with all of our soul, and with all of our strength. So I pray that both me and you would learn today just a little bit more how much we need to learn to love our God in every part of our lives. Okay, I hope you were able to understand this new section. I would love to know if you liked this section or if it was too hard for you still, or what you think. Please leave me a comment, write me a comment with what you thought about this new section, because I might be putting it in another video. Okay, finally, I would like to remind everyone that I have 2 group classes scheduled in the month of March, next month, as well as a new website, which is very exciting. At my website, you can sign up to receive emails from me where I explain new English things, where I share new ideas and resources for learning English, where I send all my updates about classes and much more. So I hope to see your name on the list or in the comments. All the information is in the description of this video. Thank you so much for learning with me today. Bye!